Today's episode contains narratives about the opioid epidemic. It chronicles the journey of an incredible V-teamer whose tragic loss shaped her purpose. This is Bobbie's story.
Well, my name is Bobbie Ziemer, and I am in Verizon's Business Development Group with the SLED organization. I've been in the industry for about 25 plus years. I'm a mother of three. Madison was my first. But I remember, holding her in the hospital and saying, I've never experienced a love like that. Never. She was extremely gifted artistically. And then after high school, she had a really good job. So I was happy to see her spread her wings and actually start to fly, and I was very proud. It was when she had heart surgery, they sent us home with liquid morphine. And, I knew something was off. 5-10 years ago, most of the world, we didn't know how dangerous opiates were. And unfortunately, we learned that she was affected by it. That was the beginning of the battle against the disease. And so, for the 3 years that we battled this, I was like, okay, none of this is working. I'm going to call an interventionist. She agreed to go for a year this time, so long-term treatment. And the third day, it was them calling me to tell me that my daughter had collapsed on the floor. And then the hospital called and said they couldn't bring her back. She had been without oxygen too long. She died from septic pneumonia. At the beginning, I tried to carry on for a while. The thing that they don't tell you is how much of a mental, emotional, physical impact trauma plays on your body and on your mind and on your functioning. I would say for that first year, I was probably functioning at 1%. It's not just the loss of a child or a loved one. It's the loss of everything, your identity. It's a very dark place. And at that point, I knew I had to take time off. The mental health aspect of it, it's so important. I mean, it truly is. And it took me 3 years before I finally conceded to do that. And a lot of that came down to my ego and my pride. I never needed time off work before. I had a lot of fear and hesitancy, like, if I take this time off, is it going to mess up my career? Am I going to have a job when I come back? I was still newer to Verizon. What I found was the opposite. Just a lot of support. The time that I took was truly a gift. I joined a mother's support group, but it was also therapeutic. I'm like, okay, everything that I'm feeling is normal. Like, stop beating yourself up. This is just a process that you got to go through. And it just helped me not feel so alone. But I asked the woman who started the Not in Vain group, I think others need to know, just like I did, that they're not alone. I really have had this on my heart to do this book. I think our stories need to be out there. And education, I think, is key. This can happen to anybody. 167 moms, submitted their stories. I think there's a lot to gain from these stories so that we could forewarn others, so we can tell them what we wish we would have known. I want people to feel safe in speaking about it. By not speaking about it, by not talking about it, by not sharing about it, we're just contributing to the stigma. People don't have to suffer alone. There's people out there to help.